This is for all you Reason users that want to track out your projects into Pro Tools. Now this here, I got a Pro Tools LE 8, you know what I'm saying, a new joint, as you can see. But this is what you want to do. This is the steps you want to take to track out your project, you know what I'm saying? Now, the way you track out your project is you got your hardware device here in Reason. This is the master device. Can't make any changes to it. You can just do advanced, MIDI, or you can do more audio, less audio, whatever. And what you would do, see here, I got the mastering combinator. It's all right. That's the default for the mastering combinator to go straight into the hardware device. And see what you want to do is, and this is how you can track out an instrument in mono, because you can't just bounce it. Like if I go here, file, export song as audio file, if I'm tracking it out that way, you can't. There's no option for mono, which is crazy. But ain't no option for mono. So this way you can get it mono. Feel me? Now this is what you want to do. Get your track, and before you do anything, you get your track. I mean, this is what I do. I delete all my effects in Reason. Delete all those, because I'm gonna use Waves plugins or Pro Tools default or stock plugins that they have, because they're better than Reason's. So what you want to do is delete all your effects. Now I don't delete the effects that are in the combinators because I want to mess up the sound. So I just delete those. So once I delete all my effects that I have here in my auxiliary scenes, I save my project. And you go to save as. Now I label this 08 R&B, and you see how I got the 2-track. It lets me know that I'm tracking it out to Pro Tools. Once I get that, save it. Another thing too, if you've never used Rewire, you want to go here to preferences, advanced control. You want to set your MIDI for all of these so you can use all the channels. I'm not even sure if you have to do that, but what the heck, man. All right, here we go. Now over here in Pro Tools, what you got to do, need track color. Okay, now in Pro Tools, when you set up your new project, you want to go to track, new track, set up one master fader, and to start out, I would say do about however many instruments you got, that's how many auxiliary tracks you need. So I'm gonna need 10 auxiliary tracks over here in Pro Tools. So I'm gonna end up having to rename these. I did a save as from my last project that I tracked out in there. So what you wanna do, in your auxiliary channel, you gotta set your instrument. Let's see, go to multi-channel plugin, if it's a stereo. See, I got these 2 lines here, mean it's a stereo. And then when it's one, it's mono. So since it's stereo, I'm gonna go to multi-channel plugin, go to instrument, where's Reason at? And of course, Reason ain't in this hoe. Well, I know what I got to do. Let's go here and say another thing that's important. When you have your project in Reason, you want to make sure you know what the tempo is, because when you open it up in Pro Tools is automatically going to change the tempo. When Reason is slave to a DAW, it automatically sets the tempo. Make sure you know what the tempo is. So I'm at 79, so I can close that one out. I'm gonna go over here, tempo, set it to 79, and that's not precise enough. So over here, 79, bam. All right, now close that on off. Now I can open up Reason. Now, all right, now you can go back to your mixer. Now you can go to multi-channel. It should be under instrument. Where the hell is Reason at? We're gonna have to try this again. All right, man, I don't know what the hell is going on. All right, I'm back. Let's hope it works this time, because I'm tired of doing this. I'm starting to get frustrated, and it still ain't working. All right, now make sure Reason is closed when you're trying to pull in an insert. So you go to multi-channel plugin. And it took me 20 minutes to figure that out, by the way. Trial and error. But anyway, you want to go to instrument. Now this works for 7.3 too. I did it in 7.3. It's the same exact way. And 7.4, whatever you got, 7.0, whatever. Go to Reason. You want to open up your project. Now that you got your Reason joint pulled up, you can close this Reason project, the little default project, whatever. Now, what you want to do is you want to set your Reason channels right here. So this is for channel 1 and 2. Say mix L and R. That's just the master joint, but I use it anyway, whatever. And I go ahead and remove this mastering suite here. Don't need it. You can almost remove the mixer too, for real, but you know, you ain't got to do all that. Now, what you want to do is, matter of fact, yeah, I am just gonna make it go a little bit faster. Delete that mixer. Delete this mixer. Now, I track out my drums separately, my kicks and my snares, but my kicks and my snares are stacked. So if I wanted to, I could go, you know, each drum sound into its own channel. You feel me? That way I can tweak each individual sample how I want to, each stack. But just, you know, for the tutorial get down, I'm just gonna roll the master output. Now I'm still gonna single out my kicks. It's just gonna be, go over here to the sequencer, and see, this is why also you wanna, when you record, you wanna record your sounds on its own track. Like, see, I got 2 tracks here for one channel, for the one redrum channel. This is the kicks and the snares. or vice versa, one or two. But you want to solo this out and mute everything but the channel you're trying to record. So what you want to do is get over here in Pro Tools. You see it got that cracking off. You got to use an insert for your now in Pro Tools for your auxiliary track. See, I got my auxiliary track. I'm gonna rename that Kicks Aux to let me know it's an auxiliary track. Kick Aux. Now the input has to be a bus. Now you want to use bus 1 and 2, 3 and 4, whatever, it don't matter. But as long as you have to rename it. You see, I got it set as channel 1 and 2, and then I right click here, rename Reason. I have it named as Reason channel 1 and 2. You do that for each auxiliary. See, I have bus 2 or 3 and 4 is Reason RSN channel 3, channel 4. Those are monos. But for the auxiliaries, you only need an insert and to set the input to Reason. I mean, you set the input as a bus and you name it Reason so you can know which channel is which. Keep track of it that way. Now, for the actual track, it's an audio track. You go here to your inserts and you want to insert Reason. Instruments Reason. Now set it to channel 3 and 4. Now, for a send, you have to do a send to the bus that corresponds with that channel. So just like if you had a reverb on this auxiliary, you want this channel to send out to this bus. So you create a send. You send it to that bus. And for the input, it's the same input. Reason 3 and 4. Or I'm gonna set that to 1 and 2. Reason 1 and 2. And my send should be Reason 1 and 2 as well. My channel 1 and 2. I'm gonna go through a few of these so y'all can get the hang of it. I ain't gonna talk no more. I'm just gonna let y'all watch me. Now you see how you can hear it. That's the kick, because everything is routed out. Now for the next step, what you want to do is you can do it all at once too. Now, I'm gonna show you both ways. Now you want to go over here and arm your track. Now label your stuff. That's gonna be my kicks. So I label it kicks. That's the audio track that I'm naming just kicks. If it's an auxiliary track, see how I got for my auxiliary track, I have Kicks Aux. That's for my kicks auxiliary track. It's routed for the kick. So what you want to do is arm it, and you come over here, send it all the way to the beginning of the song. You record, and it's not recording. And there's a reason why. Now, another thing in your auxiliary track, make sure you want to turn it up to 0 dB, and for your actual send, you want to make sure that's at 0 too. That way it's getting the actual level that's coming in from Reason. You don't want it to be too loud or too soft. You want the exact level that you set in Reason. Let's go ahead and record. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 or 3 of these. You feel me? Show you. I'm gonna do all the drums all at once. If you want to do all the drums all at once without recording one by one, and you have stacked drums, what you want to do is go here in Reason and you redrum and go to Create an Audio Merger Splitter. Where is it? There. Now you want to take the output of the kick, both kicks. Then you want to take the you want to route. See, I have both kicks going into this one merger, and it's sending it out to that channel. I'm going to create another one for the claps and the 808 snare. So I'll go here, 3 and 4. Channel 6 is just a shaker, so I'll go ahead and route that. Now, you go ahead and turn your levels up. And to, you know, click once and get your level to go all the way up, you just hold Alt and click, and it'll take it. Now you got all your tracks armed. This would be snare, clap, snare, and this is going to be shaker.
Country.com exclusive.